My people. Now I'm welcoming you to this special episode. And what we want to do here is we want to actually take time to understand one of the most misunderstood skills of all time. And what is that skills? Public speaking. See, many people don't actually understand the meaning of public speaking. But this is me here, and I'm inviting one of the rising voice we have in public speaking feed, a friend of mine who happens to be ADEWUNMI by name. Camera, you can focus on her now. Now, okay, without further ado, let's start. So I'm welcoming you on stage. Good morning. Can you use your microphone, please?
Okay, good morning. ADEWUNMI Anort.
She happens to be my friend, and I used to call her Shorty. Don't worry, that's for the camera's sake. So now, Shorty, ADEWUNMI. Sorry about that. It's actually nice having you on set here. This happens to be my first podcast, and I hope it comes out well by the grace of God. So now, it dawned on me that this, our niche, public speaking, is actually one of the most misunderstood niche so far. What do you have to say about that?
Most people don't understand it that public speaking is an act, like an act that involves skills, knowledge, intentions, and many more. Like it's not just something you can just stand up and like say, I can speak. Everybody can speak.
Honestly,
but being a public speaker requires a skills. Like, look at the way he started. He said, "Hello, my people." He knew the kind of audience he wanted to speak to. Not just, "Hi guys, I am." So boring. So public speakers have skills. They have skills. You can start with storytelling, different kind of things. It's not just confidence. I can be confident, but I can be saying nonsense.
True.
I can be loud, but I'm just delivering nonsense, and it's not even
no message passed across. I can relate.
So I feel you have to have these skills. You have to interact with your audience. You have to have this interaction. Okay guys, what have I spoken about? And somebody come out, okay, you've talked about, now you are a successful public speaker. That's okay.
Thank you very much for that first part. Now, before we go further, I sat down thinking, and I had to come out with this definition of public speaking. I wrote it down on my phone. Let me read that to you. I define it as a public speaker is someone who deliberately, now that word deliberately needs to be there, and skillfully, purposefully communicates with an audience to inspire, educate, influence, or move them to action. See, not just someone who talks in front of people. This is my definition. Probably you can go back to listen to it, or let me just read it again one more time. Sorry. It says a public speaker is someone who deliberately, skillfully, and purposefully communicates with an audience to inspire, educate, influence, or move them to action. Not just someone who talks in front of people. Exactly what you said, but this is a definition. Now let's go down to the questions I already arranged for you.
To me, it's an act which involves interacting with your audience. That word interacting was there to me, because it involves you having this meaningful interaction and passing across a message to your audience.
Means if I see it the same way, so you have to interact. You have a message you want to pass across, and the message must be accepted. If it's not accepted, you are not a public speaker. You just went to speak, but you are not understood. Now, your second question is,
the first time I spoke to a certain crowd, it was impromptu actually. My teacher just called me. "I'm seeing a potential in you. You can speak. You can." That day, I went mute on stage because
we've been there. I've been there personally.
I went mute for a while, but at some point I knew my words. You can do it. For him to say, "You are saying this, you can do it."
So
it just shaped me in this intention of you can do it.
So what did they ask you to speak on? What was it?
Smokers are liable to die.
Oh my God. And it was impromptu. And you delivered.
Yeah, I delivered, but I went to mute
at first.
It's because I saw some other people did the same thing. So I felt like for them to do it, why can't I do it? It's just like more like a thoughtful message to me, like, why can't I do it? Why did you go mute? Why are you so stupid? What's wrong with you?
Let me share. That's actually a very nice experience. Let me share my own experience. I remember the first time I was asked to speak in public. There's this thing we used to do, talk show.
Yeah.
So I was in primary, I think primary 4 or 5. So they gave me I dressed as a policeman. I think I was representing the general inspector or something, or one big official in the police force. They gave me what to say. I read everything. I've crammed it just for me to sit down with the audience that day. And when they passed me the mic, honestly, I started crying. I started crying. Now, crying because, not because of I don't know what to say, but crying because of the crowd I was standing in front of. And that was my first experience. And I feel that was the day I was like, I can't really, I was still young then, but I remember that was my very first experience. So we all had it. So if you are a public speaker too and you are shy that, or you are always having that tough moment, just know that it's the beginning. You actually, yes, it's not easy. It's not easy. Okay, so that will not waste most of our time. Now let's go to the second one. Your third question.
Because imagine, I just want to give an instance of this thing. Okay, imagine I'm being called out of a blue. We are going to a banking section, like finance.
Yeah.
And they're like, "ADEWUNMI, come and speak to these people." And I'm there. "Hi guys, good morning." Are they laughing with you there? It's an official program. It's not this good morning. And imagine I'm going to a school. I'm not like, "Good morning, student." Now this is what they have. It's nonsense.
Yeah.
Hi children. That is it.
You have to look at your audience.
Banking. Good morning, everybody. Who is laughing with you?
Imagine you are sitting down in a board of directors of Zenith Bank, First Bank, and you're not saying
good morning.
I can imagine.
So that's different.
You just appear as a clown to them. So that's one of the differences. So you're trying to tell me now that a public speaker actually try to tailor himself to his audience. So thank you very much. That's actually very yes, that's powerful. Now, another question is, so you're trying to tell us that confidence cannot just do it alone.
In a debate competition, you can just come, "Good morning," and that person is saying
energetic.
He's moving or he's saying nonsense.
You see, I came across one video. Do you know, come across the video of a young boy that was like, to my panel of judges, this one, that one. The boy was walking left and right of the podium. I love the energy, but I could not get one thing he was saying. So it all came down to the point where he said, "I hope with this few points of mine, I'm able to convince you." So the energy was high, but I didn't learn anything.
Like that. You don't know what you're saying, but
just show that yes, you actually.
Yes, the judge's board will be putting points for
So,
you. You're not saying anything.
It all comes out to the point that, in as much as you are confident, you also need to be a public speaker to be a public speaker. I hope you understand it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
People say you have to be loud. A public speaker don't just speak to himself. You don't have to be loud. You can be reserved and you are passing a lot of message.
Yes, I can relate to that. One of my mentors was telling me that if you know the value of what you are carrying, you don't even need to shout it. You understand? You don't need to shout it for people to understand what you are saying. That would now take me to the second part, the most important question for the day. This is the most important question of the day. It says, how important is purpose and intentionality in public speaking? How important is purpose and intentionality in public speaking?
Keep it short. You can add to it. I feel the purpose and the intentionality is to interact and pass a message across in a good form, understandable form, a form in which your audience can relate to you and gain some things from you. Just
Yes. As I said, it's actually very important for purpose and for you to be intentional about public speaking. See, I used to tell people that inside public speaking, there are public speakers. Where I'm going to is this: we have different niches inside public speaking too. Like me now, I happen to be a motivational and inspirational speaker. We also have some people that are educational speakers. We have some people that they are different niche. We have a whole lot of fields in public speaking. So your purpose is actually with what will be very important to you. Also, your intentionality. See, as the idea why people used to confuse it is that anybody can speak. They will tell you anybody can speak, but that intentionality. If that intentionality is lacking, you are not yet a speaker. You must be intentional that yes, I am a public speaker for you to be a public speaker. You get the point. So if you
your knowledge must not be on this one.
Thank you.
God.
Thank you.
Because they can call you on stage. Okay, speak about. Imagine that smokers are liable.
So your knowledge must be broad, as she said, and everything still comes back to the fact that you are intentional. If you are not intentional, you will not actually want to read more books. You understand? If you are not intentional, you don't want to actually work on your voice, how you sound, and every other thing. So thank you very much for having you on stage. It's actually I don't know how else to describe how happy I am. But I don't want, I'm enjoying the conversation. I just want to ask one more thing. What is your message to the youngsters out there in public speaking? People that are aiming, desiring to be a public speaker. What's your message to them?
You can start small. Not even you start small. You can speak to yourself in the mirror. Clap for yourself.
Honestly speaking.
Clap. Give yourself a round of applause. See, when I was in secondary school, I was very good. My parents, they are used to me. Mommy, come, let me speak to you. Mommy, please, sorry, father, I'm asking Mommy one now. What are you doing like this? Mommy, come. I start to, you'll be like, clap. Even if I'm saying, you imagine yourself.
Yeah.
You make yourself this big and you have pride.
Everything is in the mindset. Just once you see the way you see yourself is the way they start small. So thank you very much. I actually appreciate that message. So to all of you out there, ADEWUNMI has told you that if you want to start small. And there's one point she said I actually love the most. Say envision yourself, see yourself in the mirror, see how big. See, one of my mentors used to tell me that how big you are is how big you see yourself. So if you see yourself that you are big, you are that big public speaker out there, then you're actually going to be one. So on this note, we actually want to call it a day. It has been a wonderful podcast so far. We hope and we are happy that we actually be able to clear this whole idea of public speaking misconception. And in case you still have any question you want to ask about it, to clear your doubts, you can drop your questions on the comment section, and do well to like and follow us, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, we're actually going to tag you too, so I'll tag your page too. So see you next time. See ya. As we used to say, our ending notice, we'll say it together. I'll say I've said my own is left for you. So 1, 2, ready, go. We have said our own left for you.